Okay, it's saying that we're live. I see that we got the live stream going. Don't know if anybody's going to join us. It's super early on Sunday morning, January 10th, 2021. Looks like we have one person in the live stream. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Don't know if anybody else can join us. Again, I'm on Eastern Standard Time in New Jersey, USA, and it's ridiculously early. It's 5:40 a.m. So without further ado, just let me get into it. This is going to be recorded for future purposes. So my name is Johnny O. I have a YouTube channel, The Detecting Show with Johnny O. Very new to the hobby, very new to the metal detecting hobby. I've been doing it for like, give or take, about 3 months now. And once I found my first silver, I was hooked. That was it. So now I'm invested into the hobby, and I'm having a great time going out there getting a lot of exercise. So just going to go over a couple goals that I have regarding metal detecting for this year. Basically, I'm going to lay out, a couple things that I actually want to do regarding the hobby. Then I'm going to discuss what it is that I would like to do for this channel, the Detecting Show with Johnny O channel on YouTube, and then just go over, my finds, some of the things that I want to find this year, the goals for my finds. So first thing I want to do this year is get out 2 times per week, 3 to 5 hours per week. I'm a busy guy, full-time job, have a family. I really need to be, I think, I don't want to say respectful, but I just need to not set too lofty of a goal for getting time out there. I can safely get out there twice a week, each hunt an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 to 5 hours per week should not be a problem. If I can do more, I absolutely will. If I have an opportunity to get out there and do a whole day metal detecting, 7 or 8 hours, whatever it is, excellent. That's not going to happen frequently in my life. That's just being said. Second person just joined the live stream. Thank you so much for joining. I also did want to mention regarding getting out for a minimum 3 to 5 hours per week. That would always depend on location too, because you got to spend time traveling back and forth. Another goal that I would like to do for this year is to do some hunts with other people. I've only hunted with myself so far. Mind you, I've only been doing this for 3 months, but I've caught a lot of YouTube videos. I see that a lot of people get together for hunts, and it seems like, especially for a newbie detectorist like myself, teaming up with people who are a lot more experienced has nothing but advantages. You get to learn. They get to give you, information. You get to bounce ideas off of each other. Probably get some new spots, which is going to be key for me coming up. So definitely want to do some hunts with other people, connect with other detectorists, specifically within my local area, Central New Jersey. And Central New Jersey does exist, in case you're wondering. It's a real place. I know there's debate about that. And possibly join a club. I'm open to joining a club. That might be the fast track way of getting involved with other detectorists. So that being said, also, I've had so much fun over the last few months doing this hobby. I want to introduce others into the hobby. I've spoken with a few of my friends about what I'm doing, give them links to my channel, told them how excited I was when I found my first silver, as well as some other items. So I want to introduce other people to the hobby. I want to get people who have not metal detected out in the field with me doing some of this stuff. And I have had some interest from some friends. Those friends are subscribers. You know who you are. So here's your open invitation. Let's do it before this year comes and goes, because it'll happen quick. Another big one regarding my machine, I primarily use the Equinox 800. I want to learn like new tips and tricks with the machine. Early on, it was definitely a learning curve, and I'm still just getting started with the Equinox 800. I've had it for maybe 2.5 months, not a long time, but it's definitely a learning curve. I know, jumping from one machine to another. It seems like it's a pretty advanced machine, at least compared to some of the more entry-level machines. So I want to learn how to use the machine to the best of its ability. And, that's going to be a learning process probably for years. I understand that. So Getting on to some other things, talking specifically. Oh, one more thing about metal detecting: get permissions. I have not had any permissions yet. I have not hunted on any permissions. COVID may put a damper on that outside of maybe, my personal network. I want to do a couple permissions. It seems like people in this hobby have a lot more success when they're doing private permissions, not going out to public parts, public beaches, etc., just because permissions have largely not been hunted, at least not to the extent of public parks and beaches, etc. So want to get some permissions. By the end of the year, I'm going to just set a goal of 4. That's just what comes off the top of my head. 4 permissions by the end of 2021 this year. And I want to do 1 out of state hunt, pending with the whole COVID pandemic going on, pending it's possible to safely travel out of state without having any restrictions in another state or when I come back here to New Jersey. So getting to the YouTube channel, talking about some goals for YouTube. One of the things I want to do, and I've really been trying to do, is number 1, I want to support other channels. Want to support other people's metal detecting channels, prospecting channels, treasure hunting channels. What do I mean by support? Well, hitting the like button, subscribing, leaving comments, and giving them feedback. There have been several of you out there, several YouTubers that have supported my channel by leaving comments, by hitting the like button, by hitting the subscribe button, and clearly the alert bell, because when I upload content, you're giving me feedback and you're hitting the like button, and just know that I really appreciate it. That stands out to me. So thank you so much for supporting this channel, and I look forward to supporting many other channels. We're all in it together. We're all on the same team, so to speak. So I just want to be a part of supporting each other. I want to grow the my YouTube channel, The Detecting Show with Johnny O. Add some original content. I do some things with some cheesy special effects from time to time. I have so much fun editing these videos. It's truly a hobby, even just getting on the channel and doing some of these things. So I want to create some original content and just be me, just be my goofy self in some of the content I create. I want to do live streams, which I just started yesterday. And improve on editing videos. I have a lot to learn, maybe get some better software in the future if it seems like there's going to be something better for me to edit with. And as far as subscribers, I'm setting a goal of 50 new subscribers per month. By the end of the year, that should put me at about 600. I think that's achievable. I think so long as I keep posting content, maybe getting some good keywords in there, getting some tags, I think I should be able to get 50 subscribers per month. By the end of the year, that should put me up to about 600 by year's end. So we'll see if I can get 50 new subscribers a month, do my part of it. I'll be really happy by the end of the year. Also, in discussing social media, possibly exploring some other social media accounts, Twitter, Pinterest. There's several of them. I might explore some other social media accounts just to try to promote the channel. That's my goal. Okay, so without further ado, I see somebody else had entered the room. Thank you so much for joining us. Without further ado, finds for the year. Again, I am a newbie to this hobby. I have so much to learn. I feel like I've learned quite a bit in the last 3 months, but this is probably a lifetime learning process, doing metal detecting. So the things that I want to find this year, I think these goals are pretty humble. I think they're easily achievable so long as I can get in the right spots. I want to find 5 silver coins. 5 silver coins if I'm, committing myself to 2 hunts per week, 3 to 5 hours per week, and I'm in the right spots. I think I can find 10 silver coins. I also want to find 5 additional items that are silver. That could be anything, jewelry. I guess it would mostly be jewelry, rings, necklaces, earrings, etc. I've already found 1 silver earring on the beach. That was last year, so we're resetting the clock for this year. I also want to find 1 gold item. 1. That could be anything. I don't care if it's a coin would be nice, very rare, but a coin would be nice. Earring, ring, necklace, charm. one gold item before year's end. I know it's a lot easier to find gold than silver. Excuse me. It's a lot easier to find silver than gold, but I think I can find one gold item if I'm spending time on the beach, spending time in parks. I can probably dig up one gold item by the end of the year. So that's my goal for 2021. And as far as clad, I've had, I've done pretty decently with clad over the last few months. So if I could dig up $100 in clad or other money fines, I'm happy with that. I just want to set realistic goals. I don't think these are overly lofty, even for a new detectorist. And I think they're achievable so long as I do, spend the time out there, try to explore some new spots, spend 3 to 5 hours per week out in the field hitting it hard. I think I can do this. And if I do this, I've reached my goal and I'm happy. Reached my goals and I'm happy. So other than that, equipment, I have the Equinox 800. I'm going to do my best to take care of it. Whenever I go to the beach, when I come home, I spray it down. Saltwater corrosion is real. Anybody who lives in a saltwater environment can tell you that. So, just make sure that I continue to take care of it, keep it charged before I go out there because I don't want a dead battery. And the only other upgrade that I think I need as of right now is a better sand scoop. I have a $20 sand scoop for the beach that I bought on a Craigslist deal. And it's so much better than working with a shovel, believe me. But it's got a very short handle and it's a small scoop. And if I upgrade to a better sand scoop with a long handle and just a larger scoop, I think it would be a lot easier for me to detect the beach and have a much quicker recovery time. I'm learning now, especially as I'm doing these short hunts, limiting myself to like an hour, 2 hours each hunt, usually early in the morning. Recovery time means a lot. The less time that I can spend digging targets, or I should say recovering targets, whether they're trash or treasure, I know that's only going to benefit me because I don't have a lot of time. And that's, I think, just something that's going to get better with time. But I have learned that recovery time is going to be key going out there and doing these hunts. I just have to do my best to maximize my time. So thank you very much for supporting this channel. I do appreciate it if you could hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And while you're at it, hit the alert bell. This way, whenever we do a live stream or a premiere, what have you, you will be one of the first to know about it. Thank you so much for watching this live stream of the Detecting Show with Johnny O. We appreciate your support. And as always, happy hunting.